Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas Eve, and to some of you who may be coming in, it's already Christmas. We'll have about a couple hours.
Jwild just resubscribed for 9 months. Merry Christmas.
Thank you for the resubscribe, JHH Wild.
Party time.
Anyway,
And
we're
Mage
starting
Leprechaun
news.
is here as well. How you doing?
It will kill.
We're
Mage
starting a
Leprechaun.
new song.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna be starting a new song today.
aren't we kind of done with the songs we have so far on the album? I mean, like,
I think so.
so shouldn't we do like the album art, or should we do that? I don't know.
Well, I was saying we still have like 4 more streams this year, included this one.
Oh,
Finish
okay.
the song with Havoc's neighbor. Yeah, we can, Jimmy can do a dance if you want to. we could use the new effect. Okay.
Cool. You finished the song with Havoc's neighbor.
Now, I don't understand your childish need for fucking attention all the time. I don't understand attention all the time. Attention all the time. It kind of sucks. I don't understand attention all the time. Attention all the time. I don't fucking understand. Celebrating every calendar holiday. It kind of sucks.
You're cutting off your head, Jimmy. Your camera's too low.
At least as long as it gets my frown.
Celebrating every calendar holiday. It kind of sucks. Fucking attention. Fucking attention. Fucking attention. Fucking attention sucks. Fucking attention. Fucking attention. Fucking attention. Fucking attention all the time. I don't understand attention all the time. Attention all the time. I don't fucking understand. Celebrating every calendar holiday. Now, I don't understand your childish need for fucking attention all the time. I don't. I need attention all the time.
So that was the song we made last time. How you doing, Ian? Welcome back.
3 spooky 5 Jimmy. I am have scary. All right.
I am have tiny Christmas tree. But it's blocked. How you doing? I am. Happy Merry Christmas Eve.
Have a spooky Christmas.
All right. What should we do for this the final song of the album of 2020?
I don't know. Maybe we can have like the journey ends, like have like a closing conclusion type of song where it's kind of like the journey begins, but it's like reversed.
Just reverse it.
It's just reverse the journey begins. Or do like a oh, didn't I have a song that I was like I saved like a rock experiment kind of thing?
Merry Holidays.
Maybe we can
Use
go through our
Ogun
old
from FL Studio.
maybe we could go
Ogun
through our
one.
old project files. I say look through our old project files and try to
Autogun or
find like
just
an old
regular
song we were
Ogun?
working on.
I'm gonna find one that we've started a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like supposed to be for drums? That doesn't have to be. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not very familiar with Ogun. Know exactly what I'm doing.
Anyway, I think we should like look through our old project files. Let's look at like before we like mess with this. We should like look for an old song.
Stay bubbly.
I feel like we should like probably
Like I said, I don't know where the oscillators are in Ogun.
where do you mean? What do you mean, like which oscillators? Like, are you trying to like change the actual sound itself?
It's pitch. Coarse and fine pitch.
It could be
And
just that there are no oscillators, and this is you just manipulate the sound this way, and it turns
random button
into all this
to
stuff.
randomize.
Seems like it's maintaining the pitch automation that you did.
Kind of does sound like that, doesn't it? Here's my lighthearted track for the season.
Oh, we already got a feedback. Very high pitched.
That's a random preset, I think. Yeah. So weird. Yeah, but all like these don't change when you do randomize.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta do the do from I Am Not What I Am. Thank you, I Am. Let's unwind.
Now let's listen to "I Am Not What I Am's" track before we forget,
Before we
and then
forget
go
what?
through before we forget the track feedback.
The what?
I forget. See, I told you to do whatever it is that I was asking you to do before we forget because we just forgot. But I forget what we forgot.
I was just getting it
We need to do things
loaded
instantly.
instantly.
We have to. We
Oh,
need
we're
to
getting some
like.
slot machines as well. Very good, very good.
Oh yeah, there's one I was messing with. Like I want to do a rock experiment, like a rock music or
Mm-hmm. Like I
something
said, we haven't done
experiment. We never did.
anything on this yet, so we can
No.
start opening old projects and see if we can see what kind of stuff. So we
There's
have DRK. We still have extra elf health. It's so sad.
I think there's go up to I thought there was a no, go to projects or maybe vertical. I don't know. But I thought I
These
had
ones
like an
weren't
old.
named as well. Like the other ones, I started naming them like one dash whatever it was. But now it's just kind of they're just named whatever.
There's one I thought I was doing an experiment like I did a rock experiment or something like that. Maybe we changed it to an actual song, but
Hmm. Yeah, because this is all that's here. Album art has nothing in it. Fine, there's no projects in there. This is the only projects we have.
go down
We heard
or
of
work in progress. Oh wait, no, never
we heard
mind.
of morphemes from
Hold
linguistics.
on, can I? I want to check my computer.
Okay.
Computer.
Ollie's coming out.
All right.
Might be able to what if we open up some of our really old projects?
Hmm.
Like some of these
Well,
really old ones.
because I have like what's it called, like Parsec open.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really browse on my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I would have to close it.
Remaster or remix it. Hold on. Go back to there. Oh wait, here
Rock
it is.
song
There it
experiment.
is.
There
It's
it
just
is.
here. It's not in the albums. It's just in there. So there's
Yeah,
that one. But I also
we
want to
can
see.
just
Hold
see
on.
what that sounds like.
We can go back to it. But I do have this I was working on. It was actually really neat. I use it's called splitter.ai. You can load in a song and it'll split it into the different tracks. So like this took the original So Sad and I put it through that and this is what it came up with.
Isolated the vocals.
Yeah.
I am so sad because you're gone. And
It's
it's
acapella.
bad for man. It's not just so bad. It's bad.
Like there's a little bit of glitches like in
Because
artifacts,
there's
Mhm.
but it does a pretty good job and like it extracted like the bass. hear a little bit of artifacts, but it's mostly just the
Yeah.
bass. The drums. It's kind of crazy how it does that. Like, it's not the cleanest signal. But it's enough signal comes through that you're able to like isolate it. So that's the So Sad beat. I haven't finished the bass yet, but anyway, so that's what I was kind of working on. I put it through splitter.ai and got the bass drums other, which is just like all the other sounds. Like, I think the steel drum sound is in other. And then there's like the strings and piano that I haven't put in yet, but you're laughing.
I do the laugh.
I thought that was really
Just messed up with the.
I know, I
steel
was
drums.
hitting multiple keys, but I think I did a pretty good representation of it here.
Sad because you're gone, and it's bad. Oh man, it's not just so bad. It's bad.
I don't think this has as much like reverb on it.
Pick it up. Damn.
Yeah, it's the actual sound itself.
Oh man, it's not just so bad. It's bad.
Anyway, that's just kind of a one thing.
Maybe we can like do that with like other songs.
Yeah, that would be interesting to try on like other old songs and see what it
Yeah, like
comes up with.
do it on Bungie Cat.
Mhm.
Might be insane. Rock song experiment.
Rock, sorry, a potential
Once.
new song, and I think didn't we make this into one? I don't remember.
Sandpaper Amnesia was one of Kenny's old projects,
Hmm.
and potential new song was one that I did. I think. Well, see, it sounds like a rock song.
Mm-hmm.
Has a good rock beat.
Kind of weird. I don't know if it should go that often, but I can.
Well, that's the thing. The reason why I did that was because I was listening to like actual rock music. They do a lot of cymbals in their beat, like
Mm-hmm.
lots of noise and stuff in the rock beat.
That's like an open hat though, which isn't. Yeah, it's a hat, not a.
Yeah, but that's what they do in rock beats. They do like lots of cymbals.
Hmm.
That's what it sounds like.
Is this just a
Yeah, it's
guitar
just
preset?
metal.
I don't want to change it, but that would sound cool too. Just
It's just 2 patterns right now.
it's cool. There. Yeah, that's differenter than. I think it sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to continue this one?
Maybe. Kind of. Oops.
It was change the velocity of the hats or symbols. They weren't all loud. Yeah, so it's not like consistent. It varies. You choose which ones you want to highlight.
Yeah.
Make it sound more realistic.
Mm,
Hey, doing
turn it
Dead Space. Welcome back. Congrats
it's almost
on
Christmas.
winning your gift sub. Oh, and Dead Space has a track feedback as well.
Okay. Well. What would it? Oh, guitar. That's it. Distortion guitar. I want to do a thing where.
Hello, Dead Space.
I just want to see what it sounds like. And anyway, before we forget, let's do the feedback. Hello. Are you there? Oh, you're not there. I think he's putting Ollie back to bed or something. So I'm thinking once he gets back, we will do the feedback as soon as possible. We have not forgotten Dead Space. I look forward to hearing your track. Anyway, I want to make like a slower. Oh, are you back? Wait, never mind. My mouse moved, so. But anyway, I wanted to. Oh, you're adding it to the. I didn't add anything to any. None of the stuff is on anything. Why does it start at 2? That's weird.
8 and then 10, 11. There. Ruminating isn't a word. It's ruminative. Ruminative.
Ruminating is not a word. Ruminating is a word. Ruminating. To think deeply about something. Ruminate. Gerund present participle. Ruminating. I'll show you. Here, I will show you. It is a word. At least according to the Cambridge Oxford or Cambridge Dictionary.
Ruminating isn't an adjective.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's a verb, not a.
Yeah. This is what meant to be like a slower version of the same beat.
It looks different because I put the kick at the top.
Oh.
It goes kick, snare, then hi-hat, crashes, and then the toms.
Okay. How come 8 and 9 don't have anything in it yet?
Want to add more
You wanna-
drums? We can.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to. I was still messing with the song. There. You know what? Hold on. I might want to change this. Just get rid of the top portion, like the high pitched part.
Mhm.
I kind of want to have like some sort of like guitar solo kind of thing going on, but we're not at the guitar solo yet.
You can also like start naming these early, so it's.
We call them guitar, like that's in the bottom.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. What? That's not how what it's supposed to be. Can I change some? Why does that? How come it does? Oh, guess you know what? It's because I put hardcore on it. Like I put hardcore on the metal.
Oh, it's on. So it's on one of these things. Oh, it's
There,
on. Okay, it's
8.
there. It's 8. Okay.
Yeah, so just like copy that. There. That's why. I wonder if like yeah. I wonder if we should apply the same hardcore to the that one.
It's got a lot of like echo. That might just be.
It could be the instrument to the way it plays off of the
Mhm.
distortion. Yeah, it does have an echo.
Turn that off. And then you just use these to do your reverb.
Doesn't really have a reverb, but that's okay. Iv means tending to. Ruminative, you tend to ruminate. And ism means a practice or belief. So ruminatism would be like the belief in ruminating.
There's like weird things to it though. I don't know if I like it. Having
The
this on this
hardcore.
one.
Well, you can change the hardcore to a different effect. Or And also, can I listen to it? It's like going, yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That might be kind of a cool effect as like the solo is going on to make it go and
Something like
it's
that would be
kind of
kind
cool.
of cool
Have like
sounding.
a slow like. Dun.
See what the different filters sound like. You know what? Low pass. That's like. This chart right here really explains what a high pass does. It only lets the high frequencies through, which makes sense. It passes the high frequencies. Same thing as like low pass. Know exactly what a comb filter does.
It looks like kind of like a
Like you can see patterns in it.
yeah. Maybe that's supposed to look like a comb.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Look what we finally got.
You just got an idea. Jackbox. You know what? We can play Jackbox right now if you want.
We did just have it redeemed a Jackbox for a gift sub. So let me get that set up real quick.
I had to like redo mine a couple times.
Great! Now, each of you will present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly! Now, let's see those inventions.
I am. Choose a device on your option on your device.
Let the masters show you how it's done. Hey, Tobes, seems as if you have a problem.
You bet I do, Lena. I love to travel, but I'm always forgetting this.
Well, I think I've got just the right solution. It's something I like to call.
Bang! Hit it, Joe! That sounds like a perfect
Hey,
solution.
welcome
What's
to
it
the
look
photo,
like?
man.
Glad you asked. Point your peepers at this.
Picasso couldn't have drawn it better
What?
himself.
And scene.
What is that? Okay, do that. I don't even
hate
know.
going to weddings because I always do this.
Then I've got something for you. It's called.
You've got my interest tingling.
Well, take a look, silly.
Well, slap my butt and call me Cornelius. But Lena, I'll forget about this in 5 minutes unless it has an unforgettable tagline.
Not to worry, my easily influenced friend. Soon every billboard will read this.
Whiplash!
It's darn near perfect.
And scene.
It's a pretty long tagline.
All right.
No matter how hard I try, I just can't keep this.
That's going around. But there's a solution. I like to call it.
My prayers have been answered, but what's it look like?
Well, looky here.
Look at that! I just want this to be over, so show me that tagline.
Ready, Freddy?
How do you even
And
do
that's how it's done,
highlighting?
everybody.
I didn't see the option.
At the very top, above the napkin,
Great
there's a
job,
pen
everyone.
and then a highlighter.
Now, each of you has been
Oh,
given
okay.
some money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on.
Now let's make some money.
I didn't see Major Pecan's invention.
Maybe he didn't finish? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know I Am Not What I Am's invention was supposed to be. It looks like a cup of coffee.
It's supposed to help you floss while you're traveling, I guess.
Yeah.
Somehow. Yeah,
No
what
hurry,
happened,
but
what
that's
happened
half
to
your
Major
time.
Pecan's thing?
I don't know. He must have like gone AFK or something. He must have had to go get something to eat, or maybe like
Why would he do that in the middle of the game?
I don't know. Like maybe
Great. Now let's
something
see which
came up.
inventions drove people wild.
You'll need
What
to
could be
acquire
more important than
$1,000
this?
in capital
I
to
have no
not only
idea.
fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails,
Or
they
maybe it
keep
wasn't
your
working
cash.
for him.
Let's see how you did. Sorry, Charlie. Good job. Nice.
Puffy skin cover.
That's it.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem. Oh.
We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's
Hard
a
to choose
higher
between
funding
pillow shoes
bar
and
to
skin
clear.
cover.
Good luck.
Oh, did you submit your own
And the
invention
honor of
though?
choosing that final problem
I didn't
goes
see your
to
invention.
You. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
I get to pick? Alright.
Good choice. Okay, you know what's next. Okay, this is your last chance to impress, so don't hold anything back.
Haven't played. We are doing... So, if Major, or if I Am Not
do
What I Am
this every time I
wins,
lose my cool.
Well, I've
we'll
got
win
a
a gift
solution.
sub. But if somebody
Just
else
call
other
it.
than I Am
I'm
wins,
geeking out.
we're already
Let's
all
see it.
subscribed.
Let
So
me show you.
we'll do another game, and you can
Ooh, does it have a tagline?
join in.
Well, you're in luck.
And scene.
It will kill. Yeah.
I do this every time I lose my cool.
Well, I've got a solution. It's simply called...
I'm with you. Let's see it.
Ready? Take a look. Peep that, Toads.
Let's bring it home with a tagline.
Then take a gander here. And scene.
Normally we're
I
making
do this
music
every time
on
I
the
lose
stream.
my cool.
Well,
we had
I've
a
got
channel
just
point
the thing.
reward.
I call it...
to play Jackbox for a
Make
gift
my eye
sub. So
holes happy already.
Take a look-see.
Wowee.
Thanks for stopping
I'm
by,
tired of
though.
thinking enthusiasm. Show me that tagline.
Yeah.
Here it
Maybe
is.
you can join the next
Fancy.
game if you want.
we all had very similar ideas. What genre tunes? We usually make like experimental electronic stuff.
It's really holding on the Bunky cage for a while.
All right, gang. Now it's time to pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we? We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck. We're halfway there.
Wish you could like replace the music with our own music. That'd be kind of cool.
We could turn the music
Not to
off
rush
in the
you, but the
options, then
clock's
just
a
play our
ticking.
music in the background.
Oh yeah. But then, like, will it mute the voices though?
Not if you just
Let's see how.
turn the game sound
So
off. Or
sad.
the music off.
Oh, so sad.
Happy holidays to you too,
That's how it's done.
Super Daz.
Merry soon to be Christmas in a
Maybe
couple
next
hours.
time. Sorry, Charlie. That's it.
Did all of them fail?
I succeeded, I think.
Congratulations. You clearly have the gift of invention.
Now for some bad news. You might have missed the print on the flyer that grants us the rights to any and all inventions created here today.
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
But thanks for making us rich.
See ya.
Binge Pipe has mixed feelings.
So what if somebody
about
wins?
presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. We keep saying it's good.
Happy holidays! Last night I was visited by 3 ghosts. They
Okay.
told me I need to fix the gas leak that causes me to hallucinate. 8 players. Well, that never gets old for me.
All
We
right.
should probably remove us from the thing.
Okay, let's see what lies ahead.
Oh yeah, so that everybody can
You
see
can see the
everything.
whole screen, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
To begin
Where
with,
am
casual
There we go.
dining for the enlightened mind. I just had lunch at the Philosopher Cafe. It's like an Applebee's if Applebee's made you confront your own mortality. Which appetizer pays tribute to the father of existentialism? A thrice-baked Play-Doh potato, a Kant croissant with beef drizzles, a farmyard flatbread with Kierkegaard Swiss chard, or a cheese-blasted Hobbs corn on the cobs? Who picked what? Truth is subjective, but you're definitely wrong. Soren Kierkegaard is known as the father of existentialism
Man, I
because
lost.
he gave birth to the concept with his brain. You know, like
I was
fathers
thinking
do.
of God, who's that guy? The Niche, Nietzsche, or
Coming up,
whatever his name
is there
is.
a Mrs. Worldwide? If the rapper Pitbull wanted to honor the origins of the Pitbull, what sexy club scene should he show in his next music video? A Rottweiler grinding on a pug, a bulldog grinding on a terrier, a Doberman grinding on a dachshund, or a boxer grinding on a Shih Tzu? Okay, what'd you pick? I am Groot. Pit bulls were bred by mating a bulldog and a terrier. Thankfully, we've made it through the only dog sex question in the game. Actually, I can't promise that.
Why don't we do it with three?
There is no hiding from basic witches. And things are about to get fierce because it's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a character from the cartoon Adventure Time or a winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. Think fast, you'll
I'm not
only
gonna
get
be
a
good
few
at this.
seconds to
I don't
pick
know
between
either. So
Adventure
Me
Time
either.
or Drag Race. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Here it comes. Ice Queen. Honey Bunny. Sharon Needles. Susan Strong.
Oh man.
James Monsoon. Sasha Velour.
these are all guesses.
Yeah, me too.
Cinnamon Bun. The majority
got
of you
all
are
Kenny got
just
all 7.
average, but you guys, you just plain sucked
course,
at that
Kenny.
Dis or Dat.
The binge pipe algorithm has detected hurt feelings.
Sounds like it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for all the other players in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Yeah, okay, they get it.
You're welcome, devoted customer.
Let's try Where You Lead, I Shall Follow You on Twitter. Nowadays, you gotta be careful not to alienate your followers. Which tweet would cause the Pied Piper to lose the most followers? Just saying, snakes are overrated. Wow, rats suck. A cat should never be president. Or, sorry, but all crows should go to hell.
I don't know.
Let's see who got it. Delete your account. The Pied Piper is a medieval legendary character who would blow his pipe and rats would follow him.
Okay. Yeah, but why
I
would
lost
that
my
have him
followers when I said my
lose
mom's carrot cake
followers?
was dry. My mom
Oh,
Because he likes
because of the
rats.
rats?
So if you say
so
rats
Okay.
suck,
Cheryl.
he wouldn't.
Because, they can't resist his Pied Piper because they just follow him like a hypnotized type of thing.
Introducing
So
fur, sure.
whether no matter what his
Celebrities are just
opinion
like
is, they
us.
follow
They
him
love cloaking
anyway.
themselves in garlands of animal fur for fancy winter parties. Which celeb is not wearing a member of the mustelid family? Pink in mink, Vin Diesel wrapped in weasel, Cindy Sherman wearing ermine, or Ghostface Killa in chinchilla? Brace yourself. Player 4 has screwed you all. Hey, has this question lost some weight? Hope you like what you picked. Weasels, minks, and ermine all belong to the mustelid family, while a chinchilla is a rodent. Just a friendly reminder that if you turn your ferret into a coat, it's irreversible. I wish someone had told me that 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago.
That's it for round 1. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, player 6 is in the lead.
Nice job, Pecan.
And as a counterpoint, these players could use a little help, and there's no shame in that. When the going gets tough, the tough gets more screws.
Round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't be shy about using them. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Try this on for size. Cruel and unusual punishment. Whose torture game is on point? The executioner using the brazen bull, the executioner using the rack, the executioner using an Iron Maiden, or the executioner using the tub?
See, I know what all these are, so I know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how I know my torture instruments.
Let's see how that shook out.
Whoa.
Any medieval torturer knows that you slowly get roasted in the brazen bull, the rack pulls you apart, and the tub causes maggots to slowly eat you. But the Iron Maiden impales you with a lot of spikes.
I didn't know that was what the tub does. I thought the tub was where you got slowly boiled alive in a tub.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question with nuts or a question without nuts? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. The votes are in. You have engaged with the process.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis sonnant légèrement amusant. 7.
How about this one? A question with nuts. In which classic novel does the main character lose his candy bar but not his peanuts? The Sound and the Fury, The Sun Also Rises, The Catcher in the Rye, or The House on Pooh Corner?
I don't know. There. I probably got it wrong.
I love this part. I mean, maybe if it wasn't a euphemism, but it's totally a euphemism. In the classic Ernest Hemingway novel, protagonist Jack Barnes loses his penis, but not his testicles in World War I. And I now
I never
longer
would
feel
have
bad
gotten
my
that,
new
even if
car
I
only
read the
cost me
novel.
An arm and a leg.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
It's time for my favorite instrument is the laptop. Based on
Kinda accurate.
elevation, which EDM DJ is making the highest beat drop? Diplo dropping the beat from the mesosphere, Marshmello dropping the beat from the stratosphere, Calvin Harris dropping the beat from the troposphere, or Zed dropping the beat from the thermosphere? Okay, who chose what? Bad job.
Aw, man.
The thermosphere is 50 to 440 miles above the Earth. The only higher layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere.
Good job,
Might wanna
PLM.
We all
sit this
got it
one out.
wrong.
I can't
PLM
imagine a
got it
beat
right.
dropping from that high.
Yeah,
when-
well, the rest of us got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like trying to be like a trick question. I didn't know what
here's
the
a good one.
thermosphere was.
Content brings us together. Oh, okay, I know what this is.
And it was like when people want to say something is high, like you launch it into the stratosphere, you know, and I was like, oh, well,
Because you
that's
hate
high.
women emerging from water, you might be able to tolerate When Harry Met Sally, Dr. No, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, or Something's Gotta Give.
Oh, this'll be good. Player 4 just screwed the room. This one goes out to my lawyer. I love you, Kurt. So who got it? Sweet dreams.
Sally doesn't don a swimsuit or
Yay.
visit a beach once in the movie When Harry Met Sally, so it's all clear. Also, if you hate emerging from water in general, may we recommend sinking.
Oh, excellent screwing, Player 4. Here's that cash.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Here's one I like to call Rear-Ended by Good Intentions. You know that coexist bumper sticker all your well-meaning friends slap on their $80,000 SUVs? Sure you do. What's the O in the coexist bumper sticker? Earth, a peace sign, a yin-yang symbol, or nothing, it's just an O. So what'd you pick? That's the S. Now kiss your S goodbye. The O in coexist is represented by a peace sign. And where is the flying spaghetti monster on this so-called symbol of inclusion? It's
Exactly.
the perfect exclamation point.
As a Pastafarian myself, I agree. I'm
You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Official slogans. We all love brands and their slogans, right? Good luck.
Aw, man. Well, I don't know.
Oh, they had a lot of slogans there.
Player 2
Yay!
wins!
Nice.
Excellent job, Player 2. You are the winner. But don't let that define you because, in the end,
Product should be
Now,
useful
each
in
of you
theory.
will present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly, Lena. Now, let's see those inventions.
Jimmy's up first.
Stand clear and watch us work. Hey, Tobes. Seems as if you have a problem.
I sure do, Lena. Honestly, I just can't take the endless this anymore.
That is a problem. But I think I've got just what you need. It's something I like to call...
Oh yeah, that sounds great, but what does it look like?
Glad you asked. Take a look at this.
Picasso couldn't have drawn it better himself. But Lena, I'll forget about this in 5 minutes unless it has an unforgettable tagline.
Not to worry, my easily influenced friend. Soon every billboard will read this.
I love it!
That's the idea. And that's how it's done, everybody.
Sorry about the 1080 break it down. Oh, good. We are being transcoded. Nice.
I worry that in 5 years we'll regret not stopping this.
Well, I've got you covered. It's called...
I'm with you. Let's see it.
Take a look.
I love it. All it needs is a tagline.
Here we go.
And scene.
Obviously. This would have been a challenging one. Or cutting out stuff. It's already an invention, though.
Funny.
I have a crippling fear of choking on this.
Well, I've got the solution. I like to call it...
Okay, I'm hooked.
Let me show you.
Whoa! Now show me that sweet, sweet tagline.
Get ready. And scene.
Now you can eat here.
Do a breakdown did.
I really hate going here. Like, really hate it.
Well, I've got a plate full of fixins for you. I call it...
Show me those sweet art skills.
Ready? Take a look.
Neato mosquito. I just want this to be over, so show me that tagline.
Here it is.
And scene.
That doesn't really look like a Nerf dart.
Real Kenny.
I can't relax because of shrivel skin music.
Time to before you put the finishing touches on. Oh.
Great job, everyone. Now, each of you has been given some money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on.
Now let's make some money.
I couldn't come up with a better drawing, honestly.
Great! Now let's see which inventions got people excited.
You'll need to acquire $1,200 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash. Let's see how you did. Way to go! Close, but no cigar. So sad.
I am so sad.
Ka-ching! Oh, too bad.
Ooh, a swing and a miss.
Sorry, Charlie.
That's it.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem. Oh.
We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck! And the honor of choosing that final problem goes to you. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
Okay.
Maybe break it down.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't choose.
We're
Oh my
halfway there.
goodness. Okay.
Good choice.
Okay, you all know the drill.
Last second.
Okay, this is your last chance to impress, so don't hold anything back.
I was trying to correct the spelling because it typing on the phone keyboard it messed up the spelling,
yeah.
and I was trying to backspace, and I think I got it completely I didn't get it fixed.
Same thing.
Like the rapping one better.
If this is an issue, he deserves death. What?
I keep getting interrupted when I do this.
Well, I've got the fix. Just call it.
What's it look like?
Well, looky here. Peep that, Tobes.
Bring it home with a tagline.
Then take a gander here. And that's how it's done, everybody.
I keep getting interrupted when I do this.
Well, I've got a solution. It's simply called...
Let's get artsy fartsy.
Take a gander. Take that, haters.
But I'll be angry if it doesn't have a great tagline.
Ready, Freddy?
And scene. I keep getting interrupted when I do this.
Then I've got something for you. It's called...
I gotta see this.
Take a look-see.
Nice. Now stick the landing with a tagline.
Well, you're in luck. And scene.
I keep getting interrupted when I do this.
That's going around. But there's a solution. I'd like to call it...
Show me more.
Well, take a look, silly.
Ooh, but it's all poopy without a tagline.
Let's see it. And that's how it's done, everybody.
I keep getting interrupted when I do this.
Well, I've got the fix. I call it...
I'm geeking out. Let's see it.
Ready? Take a look.
Look at that. But Lena, my brain is bad. I can only remember things that have a catchy tagline.
Here it is.
And scene.
All right, gang. Now it's time to pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we? We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck. That's half your time.
Let's get a move on. Time's almost up. Way to go!
That's how it's done. Maybe next time.
Close, but no cigar. Ooh, a swing and a miss. Not even close. Nailed it.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's it.
I win again.
Congratulations. You clearly have the gift of invention.
Now for some bad news. You might have missed the print on the
Got
flyer
kicked out
that
of the
grants
game.
us the rights to any and all inventions created
Who
here
got
today.
kicked out?
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
But thanks for making
Breakdown
us
said he got
rich.
kicked out.
See ya.
Here's the draw. Check out who's facing off against who. Check it out, party people. We got the first two robot battle rappers up here and they ready to get it in. Remember, hit those voting buttons during the rhyme. We gotta know if it's dope or dog food.
My rhymes are tasty as a sandwich with olive loaf. Don't pass me up just cause I'm not on toast. Jump up if you like my mouse pad. You will think my house is really rad.
Okay, you gotta come something hotter than that. You know you gotta answer that. Put some weights on them muscles and get them words out.
Don't rush the stage, I'm coming in ugly. With a vibe that is so smugly. Waka Bam Zoo is my battle fart. You can see it take nuclear annihilation above a shard.
Alright, thanks. Now we gotta move on. Ding ding, the bell has rang. Vote to see who was the dopest MC.
Only 4 votes total.
Well, all right now, you're our winner. Congratulations.
I need my
Well,
next two MCs to
there's
step
6
up
people,
here.
so they're not
You
voting
ready
for
to go?
themselves.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Pump up the volume, the music's shrivel stuff. Jump up the tall room, this music is shrivel crap. I'm so good it's scary, call me MC Goblin. Went to my friend's house on he was cobbling.
Alright, thank you. Now we gotta move on. Yeah, it's your turn now.
There was some misspellings I didn't realize.
Run and find cover cause I'm about to yell. I'm going to unleash the bungee cat to give you hell. Everywhere I go, people slap. And I don't give a crap.
Okay, alright, that's cool. Alright, y'all, it's voting time. Let's make it happen.
Alright.
Okay, good job. We got your winner. Hey, man, come on, watch where you're stepping. Now it's time for our next matchup. Where my MC's at?
I'm flying high like a big old bat. Gonna drop some scat on you, stat. The rhymes I paint are worth 1,000 cities. Make you wanna suck on these big old titties.
That was okay. Now let's keep it moving. Let's go, your turn.
My words are like paint, I'm an artist like DJ Khaled, but I spit robot rhymes like him Rami Malek. I'm so strong because I eat all my aubergine. And just like my
I
bathroom
think you
is
can
limes and
vote. Not 100% sure though.
All right, peace and love. Let's move on. The battle is over. It's time for you to pick up your devices and vote.
Oh, in 10 minutes, the slot
Let's
machines.
get those votes in expeditiously.
Yeah, it looks like you can vote even after if you join but not participating. So you got 2
Here's
audience
your
right now.
winner.
That's cool.
Congratulations, Shorty. Good job. Round 1 is over. Let's keep it moving. We got some more rounds to go. Let's go ahead and check the scores. Here's the undercard and main event for round 2. Somebody better come get this money. Y'all ready for the first battle? Let's get it in.
You're a rapper before you can't stomach bacon. I'm a rap carnivore and I'll eat what you're making. Don't wake me up unless you want to get washed. I'll wash you so much, because you're bare dirty.
Yo, it's time to waste it. Let's keep it moving.
Better
Your turn. Come on down.
Don't let this scare you, I'm stronger than a raccoon. My life is useless without my harpoon. I bet the kids in school used to call you Doom. Because I am gloom exhumed smoking on human fume.
Thank y'all. Let's keep moving. All right, now you got to use your devices to find out who gonna make it and who gonna get slayed. Let's get those votes in.
And our winner is you. Congratulations.
I need my next two couple of MCs to step up.
Watch out. I am gonna throw you like a deep nut. Soon as they hit your face, they bust. You got no style, got your clothes from the alleyway. My chain looking like I stole it from Flavor Flav.
All right, we heard that. Let's keep it moving.
Your turn. Get ready.
You're like a cartoon, a regular Bojack. It is the art of rapping where you lack. Look in my eyes and I'll turn you to socks. You are devious, degenerate cock.
Right, I see you, swag. Okay, now it's over. Who's the dopest rapper? Who's the wackest cat? Congratulations, we got our winner. Now it's time for the next matchup. Where my two battlers at?
Bad mofo.
Got a match, my face and your finger. Light it up and I'll scream as the blaze lingers. You like emojis? Well, here's a corpse. It's my burnt finger, of course.
Okay, word, cool, that's dope. Now let's keep it moving. Yo, where the next bot at? Get your gears in gear.
When cooking up rhymes, I add some shriveled sauce. I'm going to fire you with these rhymes like I'm your boss. I didn't recognize you with all that crack cocaine. I'm going to send you to the house of J-Pain.
Yo, that was not good. Moving right along.
Oh, come on.
Time to vote, y'all. Who brought it and who didn't? You gotta get them votes in. Good job. Congratulations. Hey, watch your feet, dude. That's the biggest toe I ever seen in my life. Round 2 is over. Next round coming. Let's check out those scores.
Would you look at this card? Matchup on matchup, goodness on goodness.
Are you ready? Then let's hear what you got. Rip them apart.
I miss the days when you were wet. Things were food back then, bet. I'm big time, you just got a big face. In going to win this battle, embrace.
That was okay. Wasn't the best I heard, but it wasn't the worst either. Time for you to answer. You gotta come strong.
It's like this, I'm through being loved. I made it out the hood, now I'm doing love. You're strutting around like you're the assistant executive produce manager. Comedy is all about timing, and I don't have any.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you. Yo, check it out. Now it's time to use your devices to vote on who brought it stronger. Okay, there's your winner. Now it's time for the next couple of MCs to get down.
Your wordplay is whack, your threads are piece of shit. Open your mouth and choke on this dick. I ain't afraid, just bring it, my mom. You can't step cause you always wrong.
That was kind of cool. I know you can do better than that, though. Grab the mic, yo. It's on you.
Go on now, run back to your man in an oblong head. Roots of clay, lame. You ain't cake, nobody likes you, your rhymes are fucked. Go migrate to somewhere cold, line a flock of ducks.
All right. I see what you're working with. Check it. Tell me who was the whack cat, and then tell me who was the hotline. Everybody voted, and we got our winner. Congratulations, yo. This is the final and the finale. Who's gonna be still standing?
I'm gonna do an Justin like that.
There's
Welcome
no
in.
hope for you. You're such a Buffy the Vampire, you living life catering to haters. Suckers everywhere imitated my engorged spinster. Bottom text.
All right, peace and love. Let's move on. Ooh, you gotta respond to that.
I feel bad for you cause here comes my cock. It's going to crush you so you can't talk. You know what they say, payback's a bungee cat. It will kill.
Okay, word, cool, that's dope. Now let's keep it moving. Okay, y'all, now the battle is over. You gotta use your devices to vote. Time to vote.
We got our winner. Congratulations.
That's what's up. Now let's see who won this thing.
You don't need to be thanked because you crushed it, but thank you.
Check it out. This is Shadow Master MC. Hailing from the west side of Chicago, you already know what it is. We out of this piece.
Okay, so what is the definition of Jimmyism?
Okay.
You are a researcher studying Jimmyism. You have been assigned to the island of Neuro, where you'll be working with Dr. Kessel and his team on a project involving the use of an experimental drug called Jimmy. The research is going well so far, however, it seems that something has gone wrong in your experiment, or rather, something has gone right. Something very bad indeed. The drug appears to be having some strange side effects on humans. They seem to become more aggressive and violent towards others around them. Alright, let me get a timer going. 5 minutes on the clock. There we go. It is going. Okay. Let's see, what do we do? Take the drug called Jimmy. Take the drug called Jimmy. Decide to take Jimmy as soon as possible. It would appear that the drug works because you feel less anxious now. You begin to enjoy yourself more and more each day. But I thought that the drug makes you more aggressive and violent towards humans.
Maybe that's like eventually after you become dependent upon Jimmy, you start becoming aggressive and violent. Believing this could be what happens next.
Decide to take
your
Jimmy.
life forever.
Maybe the solution to your problems. What happens next will change your life forever. You invent Jimmyism.
It's like all alcoholics think they are funny. I'm not an alcoholic, and I think I'm funny.
Start to invent the religion of Jimmyism. The concept is that there is a god named Jimmy. He has many avatars in the world.
Here.
These avatars are humans who have taken the drug and become some sort of superhuman. But this new superhuman is very violent and crazy. The religion spreads like wildfire. JHH Wildfire. I should change it to religion spreads like JHH Wildfire.
Yeah, this is strangely
too long
accurate.
before it
It's
becomes
pretty
apparent
funny.
that maybe this isn't the best thing ever. Yeah, what do you... I need suggestions from chat. What do we do? Or do we let the story continue?
But it isn't too long before it becomes apparent that maybe this isn't the best thing ever? Wait. I thought it would be. I mean, it's pretty clear that Jimmyism is the one true religion. What do we do?
Cut the Jimmy tumor out of you.
There's a Jimmy tumor?
Didn't mention anything about Jimmy tumor, but anyway. Most of the members of the religion become violent and aggressive. There comes the violence and aggression towards other humans. It becomes a whole thing where you have to prove your worthiness by killing some stranger. And then if you do, you become some sort of elite crazy person, but not before taking a lot of drugs and listening to Jimmy's wisdom. It gets very culty very fast. In fact, it gets so culty that there's a lot of recruitment going on.
But there is a downside. As if these are all upsides. Yeah. You have to prove your worthiness by killing some stranger. I'm sure you used the Bungie Cat to kill him.
Up the randomness just to make it more interesting. But let's see. Downside. It seems that all these new members are too crazy, even for the cult. They start doing things like killing people for no reason and drinking each other's blood. In the end, it all goes pear-shaped and pretty much the entire religion of Jimmyism has to be destroyed.
Well, but I would say keep it going.
How you doing, Poophead?
Well,
This is.
There might be a cult or two still lurking in some remote cave crazy. Who knows? In any case, the harm that Jimmyism did far outweighs the goal it was attempting to achieve. So much war, death, and destruction you started to rethink things. Maybe Kaling was onto something after all? Point being, drugs can be good. But maybe they can also be very, very bad. In fact, there is a limit to everything.
I say Jimmyism is the one true religion.
You revive Jimmyism. It was Kessler at the beginning, now it's Cal. Yeah, it is not 100%
You revive Jimmyism.
Continuity.
8 years have passed. After the demise of Jimmyism, you went back to religion again and tried to push Kaling's ideas. You really tried to steer believers into a more diplomatic mindset. You want people to understand and accept faith. You don't want them waging an endless war on non-believers. You provided teachers to help spread the word better. You created new prayers and books advising all Nerfners how to lead a better, more dedicated life during your night hours.
So that was the 5 minutes, but I'm kind of curious where this Jimmyism thing goes.
And Justin the Light Guy just redeemed a whole bunch of slot machines.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
Released a Bungie Cat on the Unbelievers. Yes. And what about the lady followers of
supported most of
Jimmyism?
what you did and continues to do so, recently establishing the city of Amman as a new sacred place to centralize your religion, prepping it to be the destination for religious tourism and annual conventions for all priest and pious members across Neuro. Of course, selling Kaling's light beer everywhere in bottles and Stroage kegs has been pretty profitable for you as well.
Stroage
Stroage
kegs.
Did it actually?
I think it's trying to be storage kegs, but it said Stroage.
Cowling's light beer. That's funny.
I should make the city of Amman in city skylines.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if this story has the information about what the Bungie Cat is, so it might.
I wonder if it'll
understand.
guess correctly. You released the Bungie Cat.
You released the Bungie Cat. 2 years pass. Last night you dreamed you were standing at the very horizon where the sand turns from yellow to black, bordering life and death. Streaks of light from the horizon illuminated your body and out of it growing wings. You felt ferocious power emanating inside you which made you feel both conscious and afraid of yourself.
Ferocious power, that does represent the Bungie Cat. You fly to the moon.
You fly to the moon. After dawn breaks, you discover the inevitable bureaucrats showing up everywhere nowadays. This is unacceptable. Nobody has time for this bandit crap. Stealing is one thing, but complicating the trade routes with legally nonsensical bullshit is pushing it. At some point they will actually have to confront Kaling directly and risk getting annihilated. Pray your offensive Magitech traps and Kaling's holy fire which burns around his precious city.
Getting a little... It's like, what does that have to do with flying to the moon?
I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't do exactly what...
As fast as the thought left your mind you were aware. You levitated freely above the earth, spinning with it, leaving all gravitational pull's boundaries behind. Higher and higher until you felt like docking onto one of the moons. A feeling of calmness came upon you as if everything was reset to a default state here, losing all mental capabilities but comprehending whenever approaching an interface. Cool.
Cool. Bureaucratic bandits established Jimmyism on the moon. Are you sideways on the moon?
I don't know.
That is a question we must all
Bureaucratic bandits.
You established Jimmyism on the moon. Battle after battle have been fought as Nur-Aframs kidnapped more and more oppressed to Taranga. However, with the addition of the unworthy, the government seemed to grow by leaps and bounds, being able to convert them all. It was only a matter of time. Feeling jealous, Mistress Equidnuro lived to begin her own explorations through Death's Tile. She wanted to spend time ruling over what she consolidated.
Didn't have anything to do with being on the moon.
No, but if you take this...
Maybe it's a little too random.
Put the randomness all the way up.
Battle after battle have been fought as Nur-Aframs kidnapped more and more oppressed to Taranga. However, with the addition of the unworthy, the government seemed to grow by leaps and bounds, being able to convert them all. It was only a matter of time.
Sometimes it can get
Feeling
really weird
jealous,
if you put randomness all the way up.
Mistress Equidnuro lived to begin her own explorations. Good luck titles. Vague shape of something vague, possibly called a spine. Previous anchors suggested slandering Matri. Usins.
It's so random.
No, it's just random words. It's not even... It doesn't even make sense
vague,
at all.
Shape of something vague. Possibly called a spine. Previous anchor suggested slandering Matri.
Anonymously giving 2 HTTP party verbal utter W something similar. Fate intends owner dedication slaughter execution blades cut spin infiltrated abandoning outright burning suspect lines joining believers countless careful rounds now. Which personal reason invitation serving announcing fakes, they transforming ugly. Certainly possible hang newly unworthy paintings uniforms made follow linked multiple medians exaggerating speaking amounts wing supervise. Leaving reflection expected former means aging smarter wanting eat.
Aging smarter wanting eat.
Oh jeez.
Could you even make sense of that, or is it just too random to even...
It's too random to like even make sense. It's just slightly connected words. Have to be the randomness, like, because normal is 1. Just do a half randomness, like it's just gonna
anonymously
be like,
giving 2 HTTP party verbal utter W something similar. Fate intends owner dedication
like
slaughter execution blades
not
cut spin
get off of the
infiltrated
subject.
abandoning outright burning suspect lines joining believers countless careful rounds now. Which personal reason invitation serving announcing fakes, they transforming ugly. You are right, they do have a lot in common. You are now the undisputed ruler of the moon, and from here you can see the entire world. You are now the undisputed ruler
Maybe
of the
this
moon,
is why it
and
kept
from here you
repeating
can see the
itself,
entire
because you
world.
had the randomness too low.
Randomness is
Remember
too low,
when
so it just keep repeating the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's why it kept repeating itself that one time. Like the Bungie Cat kept going up and up and up in annihilation.
Well, at least,
You are now the
yeah, it's
undisputed
just
ruler of the moon, and from here you can see the entire world. You are now the undisputed.
yeah, it's just
Maybe
saying
that.
that
I think that was the reason. We've figured it out.
randomness needs to be like 1.7 is like a good value.
Majorpic and
Ruler of the
cheered
moon,
4 bits.
and from
You
here
are
you
a
can see
cat.
the entire world.
You walk on your
You are
hind
now the
legs and use your
undisputed
front
ruler of the
paws
moon,
to type at
and
a
from here
computer
you can see
keyboard.
the entire world. You are now the undisputed ruler of the moon, and from here you can see
Majorpic
the
and
entire
cheered 3
world.
bits. You
Oh,
are a
no.
cat. You walk on your hind legs and use your front paws to type at a computer keyboard.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
That was a funny one.
You wake up. The hell? You say to yourself. You look at your hands and they're not see-through. You're finally awake. A voice says. You turn your head and see a small furry creature with 4 eyes. It's standing on your dresser. Who are you? You ask. I'm Fooker. Who are you? I'm Z. You reply, still groggy.
Fooker. I'm Z. Okay.
What do we do from this point?
Preach Jimmyism to Fooker. Fooger, no, it's Fooker. Mother Fooker.
You preach Jimmyism to Fooker.
Ask Fooker if it is a bunkie cat.
Suddenly, Theo flies in. His psychic flames have gone out
Theo.
and he is shy and calm. I saved him from the Smith's brainwashing. Lumen causes vegetables to spin infinite hymns of praise with their direct-text vector math along the lines. Dolan paints colorful tapestries from everlasting fabric made only by cross-multiplication. Sean is mind-controlled into interpretively slicing people for the sheer artist worth of field cheers.
Oh, jeez. Maybe the randomness is too high.
He slices people for the sheer artist worth of field cheers.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
I think it makes
Suddenly,
perfect sense.
Theo flies in. His psychic flames have gone out and he is shy and calm. I saved him from
This
the
whole
Smith's
time we
brainwashing.
just need to install DirectX
Lumen
in our
causes
brains to use
vegetables
magic.
to spin infinite hymns of praise with their DirectX vector math along the lines. Dolan paints colorful tapestries from everlasting fabric made only by
Everlasting
cross-multiplication.
fabric made by
Yelling for 8 hours
cross-multiplication.
worth of clean madness. Kelso structuredly keeps his quiet stylish anger inside, but I still know. Without even a seemingly purposeless love story guide until this game understands itself well. Hey, look at that, it's finally feeling complete. Dash dedicated to Lena, link removed.
What?
I don't know what it's doing. It's going sideways.
Sideways on the moon?
Moon is sideways. See what it does with that.
How can a globe be sideways?
The moon is sideways. And goats are prophesizing victory for Jimmy. Nobody corrects my spelling live journal anymore. WTH, have you guys done with Austin Port? Link back my site Plaza OTHD rats. She gave out my secret identity. Before directing violent outbursts, private peaceful paintings, quiet stage, Wood Ridley's clean whiskey BR, it's worth the wait. No.
What? And the
know.
goats are prophesizing victory for Jimmy, which is fitting because I was victorious a lot of times on the Jackbox
And goats are
games.
prophesizing victory for Jimmy. Nobody corrects my spelling live journal anymore. WTH, have you guys? And pigs mostly fly. Credit sliding into suicide disasters aid you.
Maybe we should try to use this as lyrics for a song or something.
I don't know. That'd be weird.
Ask what is Jimmyism again. Gabe Newell.
Gabe Newell quotes Jimmyism is a very toxic religion and I don't like the people who believe in it. Fooker, Eddytronic, Marjack, Thunderhorse, Dudeman 55 minutes ago. Your problems are so average it's boring.
Your problems
Eddie
are so
Tronic,
average.
Mr. Jackie T, Thunder Horse, Dude Man.
55 minutes ago.
Your problems are so average, it's boring. Getting really weird.
Yeah.
I am the Casual King, ruler of the Casual Empire. I sit on the throne of fucky dudes. Our borders span all of Europe and Asia. We have incursions going on in even the furthest reaches of Africa and Australia. We have even more plans to take over Canada and South America. The only thing that we don't have are fall boundaries, but we are working on it.
We don't have fall boundaries. Like, boundaries in the season of fall? Say, what is Jimmyism?
Use those for lyrics.
You say, what is Jimmyism? We put our users in a trance and turn them into Jimmy. These trance is divided perfectly into 5 groups of shamblers. The first group is submissive to God. It represents 20% of the population. The second group is the most at risk. This consists of unfortunate people who don't know about the religion yet and make up 40% of the population.
60%? What about the next 40%?
5 groups of shamblers? What is a
The
shambler?
first group is submissive to God.
The rest consists of cynical, hostile people and the elite. The elite think they are better than God and the other 4 groups and do not follow his words and make up about 16% of the population. The hostile make up 12%. Finally, there is the heart of trance. This, my friend, is 1/2 of the population dedicated to something greater. With Jimmyism, it's great that we came along to mobilize this group.
Maybe we should make a trance song. Finally, there is the heart of trance.
Did I mention how toxic this religion is? Don't join it. But remember, it's a good religion that gives people hope and helps them get out of the trance. The religion helps people, but it has good intentions, and that's what matters. Right?
Did I mention just how toxic this religion is? Don't join it. But it's a good religion. It gives people hope.
But it's toxic
like,
at the same time.
In the very middle of trying to condemn the religion, he was converted. It's like, this religion is toxic. But then, like, the waves come in and converts him. And he's like, but remember, it's a good religion. It gives
Dedicated
people
to
hope.
Lena. Link removed.
Oh,
Lena
no.
again. Lena's link. Lena's link has been removed. Getting weird. Title one of our songs, The Casual King.
LJB56, you people still post here? Ichiban96, not as much. Real life's been getting in the way of everything for all of us, sadly. I'm sure some college group has taken over the mind space that our predecessors once occupied.
Sounds
This
like
is
a
like a
Kenny song.
cat.
Yeah, now it's like a...
The Casual King. Oh, yeah, it does sound like a Kenny song title.
Anyway.
We kind of just started the song.
I know we haven't really done anything
We
yet.
don't. This doesn't even have to be the song that we work on.
That's all we have. the right notes. Why is it? Yeah, it's more like what I was thinking. We got a track from
Poop Head. Or Poop for 3 Ed. I think the last note should be a little lower, like dan 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 dan. No, 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 no.
That's pretty much exactly what you vocalized.
Yeah. Or maybe.
Oops. I keep doing the wrong note.
Or maybe the second one can go up a little bit, like. Like move it up, not an octave, but
That's what the first one does. That's why I changed it.
No, the second one to last, like that one, yeah.
I think it sounds fine right here. I do that. Let me make this a different. How did you change the color? You just click this right here, and you can choose 16 different colors. And what's neat about changing the color is, so the notes of the same color will affect each other. So if you want to have 2 notes slide at the same time, you can do a green, so the green will slide to this green note, and this orange will slide up to this orange note. It's not gonna get confused and try and slide this one down here or whatever. So you can have 2 notes slide together. Yeah, because if they were all green, it would the program would decide which one to slide to. You don't have control over it, or it might slide both of the notes to the same note, or...
What if you slid all the notes so it went doo instead of down, 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 it went down like that?
Oh, so
just an
leave,
idea. I don't know if I don't know how
just
it'll sound.
Mute all of that. Make this one not a slidey note. Take that to there, take this one to here. It's kind of cool.
It's interesting idea, but I'm thinking like near. like sliding to each note, but it's still
Would have to be like sliding notes, but do like like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That, or should it be here? Oh, it's still...
Or just have no...
Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want these two.
Or just take it.
So it goes, it slides down to here, and then it...
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that.
That works. Anyway, thank you for sharing, Poophead.
Yes,
I feel like I'm
awesome song.
Feel like I'm insulting you whenever I hear that. Whenever I say that. Hey, Poophead.
Mm-hmm. There's two. There's I am not what I am, and there's one with an underscore. That's interesting.
Huh.
I don't know if it's
which one was the one that
the one with the underscore is the right one.
Oh, okay. Maybe he made a second account or something.
Maybe. There you go.
Shrivelskinn gifted Eamnatwadium a subscription. Shrivelskinn gifted a tier 1 sub to Eamnatwadium.
Eamnatwadium.
Eamnatwadium. That's right.
And also this rock experiment, if you want to like leave this and try like to start a new song, or just keep working on this one, or if you want.
But I kind of like where it's going, but at the same time, like I'm not super familiar with like the structure of rock music or how to make it sound right.
Well, that's the challenge.
I know, but
and also the thing is, like with the structure of rock music, it's basically like
first
just
stream
do what you
music.
want.
What is first stream music?
I have no idea. Is this like the very first time we streamed, we created this?
This is using Harmless. Weird, like slidey thing.
We're just using like a lot of the
Probably is just using like the slides.
yeah. There.
There's like two at the same time, like
We're just messing around, it looks like. Nah.
It's alien music.
Alien music. I think we tried to make music.
They've used it in an older version that applied swing to not notes, because swing is now also applied to notes. It is possible it will sound different. I want to enable swing. I don't know what it sounded like before.
Yeah. Say yes, or
So I'll just say
maybe no?
no for now, and then...
Yeah, then we can change.
I kind of remember this. It's very...
I think we tried to make like something like completely it's 4/4, but the reason why the beat is weird is because I only had it going for like 7, I think. Like I had it stop at a weird place.
1, 2, 11, and then you don't have it here, so it's like... Yeah, it goes...
It's just randomness.
I wonder what happens if you open it and you say yes this time. That part is different. How you doing, Solid Snake?
Do do do. Do do do.
Christmas Eve, it'll be... Well, it's already Christmas for you, isn't it?
It's almost Christmas.
We got 4 minutes. 189.003 BPM.
Wait, is...
See, that's the... Before this was completely even.
Yeah.
It's like... Da-da-da-da-da-da. And now it's going... Da-da-da-da-da-da. This is such a weirdness. I don't know when we made that, but...
I think I made it. I was trying to make weird alien music. And also, we do have like a couple that we didn't finish. DRK. DRKS in dark?
Dr. K.
Oh, mysterious, or the impervious Dr. K. Like it.
What if we take some of this and have it generate something about the impervious Dr. K?
Oh yeah, and have text to speech.
Wait, wasn't it? Dr. Kessel.
Oh yeah.
The impervious Dr. Kessel. And talk about...
Or Dr. K. Just do Dr. K and then have like a brand new AI text generation.
Alright, I'll save this one. Hold on, let me go back to my stuff.
It sounds like the soundtrack to Jimmy waking up to aliens entering his apartment. Illegal aliens? That'd be funny, like, oh, sorry, we have to kick you out. some illegal aliens have chose to occupy your apartment. Unless you just co-live with them, they'll just be living with you from now on. They're like, okay. I'm like, oh, not too bad.
Okay, let's see what this is. The impervious Dr. K
has been keeping a close eye on you and your family for quite some time now, but he was unable to do anything until today. I have no doubt that he will be watching us tonight as well.
Just have it keep generating.
What does this mean? You ask? Are we going to die here tonight? Are they going to kill all of us? No, the voice says. But if you continue to resist, then there is nothing I can do about it. You feel a cold hand touch your shoulder. You turn around and see Dr. Kovis standing before you with an ice axe in his hands.
Dr. K stands for Kovis?
Dr. COVID.
Okay. I'm just gonna make it say Dr. K. Just correct
Okay.
it. So it keeps with an ice axe. Is that like an ice climbing axe?
He looks at you with cold eyes and raises the axe towards you. I'm sorry, he begins. But I don't think that's what I want to hear from someone who claims to be
Happy
my friend.
Christmas, everyone.
With those words, he swings the axe downwards and through your chest. Your body falls backwards onto the ground, lifeless. The doctor stands over you for several minutes staring down at your corpse before walking away without another word.
That didn't last
This
very
could
long.
be like you can like have this like then have it like keep getting more and more sinister as like make the music like as the story
7
progresses.
more people are killed at night, 5 by the cold hands of Dr. K and 2 others by the devices he set up before leaving. When morning comes around, there are only 3 of you left, Drake, David, and Victoria. The pair of you help Victoria back into the building and sit her down on a chair before having a conversation with each other about what to do next. We've got 3 options, Drake says.
Drake? Like, what if it's Drake, the rapper? Who's also the wheelchair-bound guy in
I
Degrassi.
can also edit this and say only, instead of 3, there's only 2.
Mike and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Then you can like erase everything about Victoria.
A pair of you, and then we'll let it finish. Do the pair of us do?
Hopefully it doesn't do anything bad. We can always undo. So
Watch in horror as the camp is raided by a group of people wearing ski masks. They murder Mike while he pleads for his life, before cornering you in the back of the truck and kidnapping you. You're taken to a small room somewhere in an unknown location, where you are systematically tortured over the course of 5 days. The leader of this group ends up becoming so frustrated with your silence that he executes you and dumps your body into a river.
wow.
I mean,
yeah.
Should we try a different scenario? This is just
pretty,
like murder.
murder and terror. We could try seeing what it like. Try
Start
again
over from the very beginning. See what it comes up with.
Impervious Dr. K.
Doesn't know what to do. Try again.
He's a very powerful being, but he's not invincible. He can be killed by anyone who has the skill and power to do so. However, his defenses are incredibly strong. Even with your powers combined, you would still need at least 2 other people to help you in order for him to fall.
Try again.
I kind of
what?
It wasn't that bad. You can just see where that goes.
So what does that mean? You ask? Is there any way I could defeat him? No, Meliodas says simply. We've given you the tools to kill him, now it's up to you if you want to take them up. You stare at Meliodas in disbelief as he continues speaking.
Wait, is there any way I could defeat him? No, we've given you the tools to defeat him already. It's like, he said, no, there's no way to kill him. So thank you, Marcus Smokin.
Marcus Smokin, thanks for the follow.
The Bungie cat attacked Mark Husmikin.
Mark Husmikin. That's funny.
I know what you did to my son. I saw it with my own eyes and I was there for him when he needed me the most. You are not a doctor. You're an evil man who is only using children as guinea pigs in his experiments because they have no will of their own. You don't answer. Instead you grab drive.
Drive. Dr. K.
K's face and shove your hand up his nose, breaking it. He falls backwards and hits his head on the floor. The rest of the crowd follows suit, but before they do you stop them by grabbing one of their arms with both hands and smashing it against the ground several times until it breaks. They cry out in pain as more people join in on this act of violence. You then turn back to Dr. K.
It keeps going like in the direction
Into
of violence. I don't know. Maybe we should set it to like just safe mode so it doesn't do any. See what happens then. Cool. Thank you for the follow again, Marcus or Marquis. Marcus, how your name is pronounced? Let's see. We were trying to generate something. Doesn't know what to do. Try again.
You're not going to let yourself get into trouble again.
Okay, that wasn't much. Oh yeah, we have a we're having a giveaway for gift sub if you want a chance to win ! Ticket. That's having real trouble with this, isn't it? When you give it strict rules, it doesn't want to generate anything.
You're not going to let yourself get into trouble again.
Still doesn't know.
Pervious Dr. K.
I know, I was just trying to get some sleep. You say and begin getting dressed. You exit the room and head back downstairs where you find that your sister is still sleeping in her chair. She looks up at you with a smile on her face when she sees you come into the living area. It seems like she never slept this well all day.
Okay.
I don't know where that's going.
See where this is going. Hopefully it's not like...
Hey sis. You call out. What's going on? She turns over and smiles at you again. This time it seems more genuine than before. Her eyes are still closed but she is smiling as if she knows something you don't. It makes you feel good to see such happiness from her again, even though it's not really deserved since yesterday was so depressing for her. You can only imagine what happened today.
Okay. What does this have to do with the
Nothing
impervious
much,
Dr.
just
K?
working on my new book and relaxing. She says, can we talk about something else? It occurs to you that maybe you should go ask her mom about your sister later today or tomorrow? Or perhaps you could ask someone else in town who might have information on her whereabouts. Maybe there is a way to track her down without going through the trouble of tracking down the actual person herself.
Isn't she
working
in the
Sure,
room?
this is right at the chair. She's sleeping on the chair, and she just talked to you. Now you're wanting to search for her.
And track her down. That's weird. Hold on.
It is weird, and it has nothing to do with the impervious Dr. K.
We need to give it more than just the name. Like, who is he? What does he do?
He's a doctor who is impervious to all.
To all what?
To everything.
Just all of everything?
Yeah, to all.
Non-magical means of attack, including the effects of spells and even bullets. He is not only immune to them, but he can also pass through them. This makes him extremely difficult to kill as his body will simply regenerate from any damage that would normally be fatal.
Okay, this is going somewhere. He's impervious.
You look at your hand and you feel numb. You don't know how long this spell has been in effect, but it feels like an eternity since you last felt anything other than cold steel against your skin. Your mind is still racing though, as you try to make sense of what's going on before looking for some way out of this situation.
Oh, it doesn't know how to continue.
There's no way out of that
I see
situation.
now why you were so eager to get rid of me. I am not even here to hurt anyone. All I want is my freedom. You say? Dr. K chuckles a bit at your response, which causes you to smile back and continue speaking.
How do we do
This is
the
quite the
lyrics?
elaborate experience you've set up for yourself.
I think it'll just be
Quite
a text-to-speech
impressive, I have to
reciting
say.
the story.
Thank you. The compliment takes you off guard and you aren't sure how to respond. Dr. K cuts straight to the point before you can come up with something.
Like this text-to-speech? Because, like, the one built in isn't... It can't do very much at a time. Like, if you just add, like, a speech and try and paste it in, like...
The compliment takes you off guard and you
Like,
aren't
I don't know.
sure how to respond. The compliment
You
takes
could probably just record a
the compliment takes you
record
off
record the computer
takes you
guy
off
reciting the
guard.
story
Compliment takes
and
you
just do an
off
audio
guard
file.
and you aren't sure how to respond. The compliment takes you off guard and you
Doesn't really work that well. Like, FL Studio doesn't have a very good text-to-speech engine.
Well, you can say the guy talking in this thing when he and just record an audio file of that.
Just have to be sure that we don't say anything during it. And also, I don't think you can make him re-say things. So you'd have to, like, go back and then regenerate. So it would be different from this.
Yeah. So just record whatever he says. Just accept it. I will move my microphone. In fact, I'll move it over here. I won't even have my microphone on.
If the AI doesn't work, you could get Songcode to ad-lib something about Dr. K. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we have to ask and see if he would. I don't think... I mean, I guess the way to get him to do something would be asking him, but I don't think there's a way to force him to do anything.
No.
Like, you have to do this.
Just do the AI thing and just like have it do its thing and then like record whatever the voice says and just it doesn't even have to be like really all that audible in the song. You just have it in there just to add texture.
You ask the man if he knows anything about the mysterious doctor, and he says that he does not know much about him, but that it seems like there has been some sort of accident involving his car in which he was killed instantly and no one can find out what happened to him or why. He also mentions that he had a wife named Susan who died in an automobile accident years ago. What do you mean? You ask. He looks at your face for a while before replying, I don't know what you're talking about. This office is for driving lessons. Good day. Come again. Don't forget to leave a good review. He takes out a newspaper article and hands it to you.
I'm gonna try a different one. That one didn't come out very well. It went to like a driving school or something. Okay, recording again.
You speak the name of the man and you are immediately transported back in time, to when he was still an apprentice at his father's medical practice, just like your mother before you. Oh my! The old man exclaims as he stands up from his chair with a smile on. I knew I could count on you to be a good student. He then takes off his lab coat and begins rubbing the back of his neck while looking at you expectantly. What did you need me for? You ask him. Just something about how your powers work, the old man says. You see, they work by injecting nanobots through the ear canals and letting them form a cloud around your brain, which allows you to do all these neat tricks. There's just one little problem. What's that? It's not perfect, yet, the old man says. Mostly because I inject the bots and make the cloud, but it'd be much safer if the patient did it themselves. I was wondering if you could help me develop that technology, so that instead of relying on dangerous robotic tech that gets injected into patients, you could just go in their ear and take control of some bots we already have safely residing there. You say? I dunno. Come on, it'll be fun. The old man says. Just twiddle some knobs and push some buttons. You might even be able to talk to me through a recording or something. Well, it sounds interesting at least.
Alright, I got that recorded. That's kind of... Maybe we can do something with that. How you doing, Cassilel? Welcome back. We got... Major Pecan is healing himself.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get that down so we can give away gifts
How many-
tonight. Although we've
how
only
many
got
points
we
does
only
he-
got one one person in the giveaway.
Who is it?
Dead Space, I think.
Oh.
Wait, no, he already got one. Who was it? Oh,
How many points
Scars.
are left then?
Scars Official is the only one in the giveaway right now. If somebody else would like to join the giveaway, who is not currently subscribed, exclamation point ticket in the chat. And when that hype boss gets demolished or defeated is the correct word, we will draw a winner.
Wild cheered 18 bits. Here are the rest of my bits, doing my part to defeat the boss.
To be like really all that audible in the song. That was me. To be like really all
Swabble double glibber glubber, dibble double shibble shubble, swabble double glibber glubber shwib, dibble double shibble shubble, dwabble double glibber glubber, dibble double shib, swabble double, dibble double, swabble double, dibble double, swabble double, dibble double, swabble double, dibble double shibble shubble, glibber swab, swabble double glibber glubber, swibble swab, dibble double shibble shubble, swabble double, dibble double shibble shubble, glibber
No,
swab.
you know what I have to say? I have to even though the animation is weird and everything about that movie is off and strange, and that character is just the weirdest thing ever to be created, I think the voice actor really nailed it.
Swabble double glibber glubber, swibble swab, glub. Dibble double shibble
I mean,
shubble,
imagine
glibber
being
swab.
sent that script and being required to rap that.
Swabble
It's
double
just
glibber
like,
glubber, swibble swab, dab. Dibble double shibble shubble, glibber swab, glub.
I think he did the best with whatever material he was given.
Yeah.
I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Oh, simply delicious. I like books.
I think there's one part in here where it cut himself off.
Yeah, there's like a little skip or something.
You already. Bots
This
we
could be
already have
another one
safely
of those
residing there.
things.
You say? I dunno. Come on, it'll be fun.
I must have been eating the ice cream and it made a little tiny sound. Sorry about that.
Okay.
The old man says.
Deleting like the.
I was trying to be as quiet as possible eating the ice cream.
You speak the name of the man and you are immediately transported back in time, to when he was still an apprentice at his father's medical practice, just like your mother before you. Oh my. The old man exclaims as he stands up from his chair with a smile on. I knew I could count.
Yeah, with a maybe just with a smile.
Smile on.
Says Impervious Dr. K.
Stands up from his chair with a smile on. Stands up. The old man exclaims as he stands up.
Do we need to have that? Or just like...
Mother before you. Oh my.
Oh my.
I knew I could count on you to be a good student.
Or without even the oh my.
Oh, maybe.
Just like your mother before you. Oh my. The old... His father's medical practice, just like your mother before you. I knew I could count on you to be a good student.
Maybe that would be fun.
But who's saying it? But it says the old doctor explains or something like that. Oh my, the old doctor explains.
To when he was still an apprentice at his father's medical practice, just like your mother before you. Oh my. The old man exclaims as he stands up from his chair with a smile on. I knew I could count on you to be a good student. He then takes off his lab coat.
Yeah, I think it's still the same person talking, so I think you could take this all out. I think it would still make some sense.
To when he was still an apprentice at his father's medical practice, just like your mother before you. I knew I could count on you to be a good student. He then takes off his lab coat and begins rubbing the back of his neck while looking at you expectantly. What did you need me for? You ask him. Just something about how your powers work, the old man says.
Kind of like it's weird.
Yeah.
The old man says. You see, they work by injecting nanobots through the ear canals and letting them form a cloud around your brain, which allows you to do all these neat tricks. There's just one little problem. What's that? It's not perfect, yet, the old man says.
It's not perfect, yet.
It's not perfect, yet.
The old man says.
There's only one issue. It's not perfect.
Mostly because I inject the bots and make the cloud. There's just one little problem. What's that? It's not perfect, yet.
I don't know if I need to have this what's that in there.
There's just one little problem. It's not perfect, yet.
I don't need the yet either.
It's not perfect, the old man says. Mostly because I inject the bots and make the cloud, but it'd be much safer if the patient did it themselves. I was wondering if you could help me develop that technology, so that instead of relying on dangerous robotic tech that gets injected into patients, you could just go in their ear and take control of some bots we already have safely residing there. You say? I dunno. Come on, it'll be...
Oh, there's more ice cream clicks.
Can you use that as part of the beat?
Little section.
Majorpican cheered 1 bits. I am the globglagabgalab, the schwabble daddle wobble gubble flibba blubba blub blub.
It's true. Don't deny it.
On? Snap to grid. Snap to zero crossing, that's... That's actually really useful. You zoom in really close. see that it snaps to points where,
Mm-hmm.
like right where it crosses the line.
Yeah.
Misses that one. Maybe it doesn't actually land on the line there? I don't know. That's kind of cool. I could do that.
Come on. 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 On. It'll be fun.
So is
They
this
didn't
like...
actually delete the click.
Oh.
You speak the name of the man and you are immediately transported back into...
Hey. Thank you, Solid
Did you defeat the stream boss?
He did defeat the stream boss.
Yes!
Kabeen!
That means we're going to be giving away a gift sub. So if you would like a chance to win one, use !ticket to enter the giveaway. So far there's only one.
Solid Snake cheered 16 bits. Fun in the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, that to get to the Father you must go through the sun.
You speak the name of the man and you are immediately transported back in time, to when he was still an apprentice at his father's medical practice, just like your mother before you. I knew I could count on you to be a good student. He then takes off his lab coat and begins rubbing the back of his neck while looking at you expectantly. What did you need me for? You ask him. Just something about how your powers work, the old man says. You see, they work by injecting nanobots through the ear canals and letting them form a cloud around your brain, which allows you to do all these neat tricks. There's just one little problem. It's not perfect, the old man...
Wait, is that where the... work. That's just the K. Oh, we got feedback from Solid Snake.
Work, the old man says. You see, they work by injecting nanobots through the ear canals and letting them form a cloud around your brain, which allows you to do all these neat tricks. There's just one little problem. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, the old man says. Mostly because I inject the bots and make the cloud, but it'd be much safer if the patient did it themselves. I was wondering if you could help me develop that technology. I was wondering if you could help me develop that technology. So that instead of relying on dangerous robotic tech that gets injected into patients, you could just go in their ear and take control of some bots. You could just go in there. You could just go in their ear and take control of some bots we already have safely residing there.
Maybe this is where they...
I don't know. Come on.
There it
It'll
is.
be so. Come on.
There's two of them.
No.
I think there's a way I can just like force it to silence. Like, so I don't want to cut it because I want to keep the space. I want to keep the spacing though.
D-click?
First.
Solid Snake cheered 1 bits.
Thank you for the
Thank you, the Solid Snake.
way to just smash it. Eyes.
Or we can record another story.
It's just
and I'll
recording
take
the
off.
stream.
Like something that's funny, you know. This one didn't really have anything funny in it.
Mm-hmm. What if the song starts with the ice cream cup sound getting faster and faster?
Or we use it as part of the song.
You could just go.
Normalize that. There we go. Like only in the left ear. I think that was actually my microphone that's picking up that noise. It's weird that it does that. It like goes for noise for a while, then it stops. Happen if you only select the noise, then normalize that. Ugh, that's gonna be loud.
Oh man.
And it's only on the left. Nope. Or right to mono. There we go. That's like... That's the noise. Just like the room noise.
Oh.
Weird. But I could just... I mean... At this point I could just delete that. Doesn't matter.
The old man says, just twiddle some knobs and push some buttons. You might even be able to talk to me through a recording or something.
Or we could just try and do a new one.
Yeah, try and do a new one because that one was kind of boring. Except for the nanobots.
The nanobots and the
creating
claim,
superpowers. That
the
was
brain
kind of cool.
cloud.
Yeah.
I've already backspaced it, so it's not gonna do it. Anyway, let's
I will try to remain completely and utterly silent, which is hard for me to do.
Well, I think if I adjust my input, I can just take out...
Or use your mute Jimmy powers that you used in the last.
That wouldn't affect this.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I turn off 4. And I think... say something again?
Hello.
Okay, so I think it's this one. Say something?
Yo, what's up?
Okay, it's that one. I think if I do generate this... Oh, that's just gonna be... Hold on. 1 second. Cool. Now it doesn't matter. If we talk or laugh or whatever, it won't actually record it.
Cool.
We'll see what it...
Attacks, and can heal himself in the middle of battle. You don't really understand what that means exactly, but you know it has something to do with magic. You figure if he could cast some sort of spell on you, then maybe he wouldn't be able to kill you easily. After all, this isn't even your first encounter with him. You remember how he nearly killed you when they were both students at the academy together.
It cut off the very beginning.
Well, that's because that was my original input.
Oh.
I think what I'd have to do is actually like start it from here, like have it just generate something, and then... I mean, I could just take all of this and use that as the next input. But I don't think it'll actually say if I do that. I don't know. Let me try.
The impervious Dr. K is a doctor who is impervious to all attacks and can heal himself in the middle of battle. You don't really understand what that means exactly, but you know it has something to do with magic. You figure if he could cast some sort of spell on you, then maybe he wouldn't be able to kill you easily. After all, this isn't even your first encounter with him. You remember how he nearly killed you when they were both students at the academy together. I'm not going anywhere until I find out why my sister died, the man says as his voice begins to get louder. This place was once a great civilization, before the great Lich Lord came here and took over. He's only been gone for so long, yet now that time has come again. I will find out where this creature comes from, and destroy it forever. Do you think you'll find the answer during the time you spend here? He doesn't respond, so you decide to bump the conversation up a notch. Should have brought your daughter with you. What's her name? You ask, trying to remember. Suddenly he pulls out his spell book and begins to yell some strange words as his hand turns green. You notice that individual lettering from the nearby signs behind him begins to fall off and disappear.
That's kind of weird. The lettering from the signs are falling off.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to get me with your evil necromancy tricks, you say, as you quickly try to remember a counter spell. Son of a bitch, you yell as you try to pick the right words out of your head. You watch as more and more letters disappear off the wall. What was her name? Shit exclamation mark dot 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 Izzy. No, Cass. No, shit. Sharon.
I don't know what it's doing. It's not that funny either, is it?
No.
It's weird.
I kind of want it to be like laugh out loud.
You hear the man mumble as you feel the green energy from his hand begin to burn your soul. Specks of dust and ash form below you as you realize you are losing the battle. Countless names and fragments of sentences fly by your vision, gaining speed as you lose control. Tears stream down your face as painful memories flash before your eyes. Your father hugging you when you skinned your knee. Your mother baking cookies for fun on Saturday mornings.
Those are painful memories.
I guess. We need, like, more information about him for it to go off of.
Or maybe the title of the song is Impervious Dr. K.
Majorpican cheered 4 bits. The Impervious Drive K is the key to all of this. If we can get the Impervious Drive K working, cause he's a funnier character than we've ever had in the other songs before.
Let's see what that does.
And if we don't, well then we're just gonna have to do it ourselves. I think I know what you mean, you say with a shrug. We need some sort of plan B, though. What kind?
You mean like an idiot? Dr. Zoidberg, yeah? He was an idiot, but now that I think about it, his idiocy might have been more entertaining back when there were actual people on television and not just animated cutouts. How do you know what kind of person he was anyway? Dr. Zoidberg, because I am one too.
Why is it talking about Dr. Zoidberg from Futurama? I also noticed Taranga was like a name of a planet, like Taranga Leela.
I don't know what that is.
That's the first name of Leela.
You
One-eyed
like
character.
Dr. Zoidberg, yeah? He was an idiot, but now that I think about it, his idiocy might have been more entertaining back when there were actual people on television and not just—
Hold on.
You. Hey. I'm trying to write something for you, man.
Majorpic cheered 1
Me.
bits. The
Yeah?
Pervious Drive.
Well, how about I hate my life,
Zoidberg.
or hey, look at me. I'm so great. You. Nah. I don't know what to do with these ideas. They're just not good enough for me. Sigh. Well, maybe you have some advice. How would you like your song to sound like if it was written by us?
Yeah, I would like to have it sound like it's written by the AI.
The pervious
What do you
Dr.
mean?
Zoidberg.
What did I say about that? He was just being an asshole. Look at how far I got with him. Now look where I'm at, with him again. You're not even listening to me here, so stop trying to be funny and listen for once. You know what you need to do, right?
That's okay. Major. Still trying to find like a good one.
Yeah. Maybe just Dr. K instead of Impervious Dr. K.
What? I'm not making you do anything. He's just supposed to be an extra joke on top of everything else that's already going on. You know how much work goes into writing these things. We have so many different ideas and concepts for them, it would take me years to write each one properly. Besides, you're my assistant and should know better than anyone what I want to hear when I listen to something.
I don't know.
Maybe just say, who is Dr. K? Ask the AI, who is Dr. K? Question mark. Oh well.
The name sounds like it's a parody of the word invincible, but then who knows? Maybe that's what he really is. Or maybe he isn't even immortal, or at least not in any way you're familiar with. He could be just another guy on your street who was always trying to prove himself and get ahead by doing things his own way. You can only guess that he has some sort of mysterious connection to the man, because if there were anything else out there like him, well, you'd probably be dead right now. So, what do we do? You ask? I mean, I know you said this place isn't going anywhere, but where are we supposed to go next? We have no choice, the doctor says simply. You're going to travel through time. Oh goody. Now you've got an idea. What would be better than traveling back in time? To the day before you met this other guy whose name you don't even remember.
Oh goody, I'm going back in time. Wait, are our voices being recorded?
No.
Okay, good.
Only computer
If
audio.
that were to happen, then your whole dark future would be erased from every happening. Of course, if you just went back a few days, then you wouldn't get blamed for blowing up Franklin's factory, causing it shut down, cutting off town's biggest source of revenue, leading to it becoming the slums of tomorrow. Phew, what a conundrums.
What conundrums. Now Dr. K is becoming Doctor Who. Traveling through time.
Maybe you should pick which disaster you want to face, because you know you can't dodge fate forever no matter how hard you try. Eventually, after losing Illumini in a temporary bout of wishful thinking, your best course of action dawns on you. You could always go into the future and return to this time with modern-day medical technology.
Wishful thinking. Funny.
Surely, since the impervious doctor knew your future self well enough to contact him for help, then he must know where you can get whatever it is that'll cure your beloved so perfectly. After all, even if you could sneak a portable biometrics teleporter out of the lab without being detected, you can't imagine they just give these things away at your local Best Buy.
Your local Best Buy. We got a sample / plugin from Solid Snake. It looks like a Google Drive. I'll have to check that out.
Either way, you're about to find out or at least be given the option to experiment with another crazy piece of advanced technology. If the All-Mother is on your side today, then maybe you can finally rejoin your family who've been waiting for you with this looming dark cloud over all your heads. It may not undo all the miseries lead up to this point, but it's a start.
So far we've got about 3 minutes of... I mean, there's gaps in between, but 3 minutes of audio.
The impenetrable Dr. K creates a portal and the both of you enter from another sliding sound effect. To your amazement, it isn't some strange room of tubes and tarped machines which go bip, like in the movies. Though, it probably could be again if he wanted it to be after having lived through this moment once before.
Alright. It turned in from the impervious to the impenetrable Dr. K. To your amazement, it isn't some strange room of tubes and tarped machines which go bip, like in the movies. I guess in the movies, machines go bip.
They go bip.
Strange rooms of tubes and tarped machines which go bip in the movies.
That'd be like kind of an
All-Mother.
ending to it.
That's an interesting one, kind of.
I like the weird, like, the weird grammar in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like it was some foreigner, like, made it.
Mm-hmm. The sliding sound effect has to be the glow-in-the-dark tube thing on Jimmy's desk.
The name sounds like it's a parody of the word invincible, but then who knows?
I don't mean, but then who knows, because he said it in a weird...
Yeah.
Invincible, but then who knows? Maybe that's what he really is. The name sounds like it's a parody of the word invincible. Maybe that's what he really is. Or maybe he isn't even immortal, or at least not in any way you're familiar with. He could be just another guy on your street who was always trying to prove himself and get ahead by doing things his own way. You can only guess that he has some sort of mysterious connection to the man, because if there were anything else out there, you ask? I mean, I'd probably be dead right now. So, what do we do? You ask? I mean, I know you said this place isn't going anywhere, but where are we supposed to go next? We have no choice, the doctor says simply. You're going to travel through time. Oh goody. Now you've got an idea. What would be better than traveling back in time? To the day before you met this other guy whose name you don't even remember.
Snake tipped $10. Meow meow meow.
$10. Thank you for the
Oh, thank you.
$10, Solid Snake. Did that? Oh, you just gave yourself...
I guess it's like a Merry Christmas kind of thing.
Yeah, it could be. He gave the stream boss, which is himself, a lot of health. So, but still,
yeah, it's
awesome.
gonna take a
Thank
while
you,
to get
Solid Snake.
someone.
Oh goody. Now you've got an idea. What would be better than traveling back in time? To the day before you met this other guy whose name you don't even remember.
What could be better than traveling back in time to the day before I met this guy I don't remember? Nothing
Whose
could possibly
name
be
you don't
better
even-
than that.
Yeah.
Like that
You could go back in
sentence
time
itself
to like.
is...
To the day before you met this.
Right.
What would be better than traveling back in time? To the day before you met this other guy whose name you don't even remember.
It's like, yeah, I mean, you can go back in time to like kill Hitler or like,
What would be
you
better
know,
than traveling back in
prevent
time?
the
To
assassination
day before you
of
met this other
Abraham
guy.
Lincoln, you know, or prevent your own birth. I mean, but you choose to go back before you met this guy whose name you don't even remember. Like that
Better than
guy,
traveling
I
back
don't
in
want to
time
have
to
ever
the
met
day
him.
better than traveling back in time? To the better than traveling
back. Well, I never met a girl outside of the circular
better than traveling
foot.
back in time. To the day before you
No,
met
the
this other
cubic
guy whose
foot.
name
That was vomiting meats of metal. Or that was
if
not
that were to
vomiting
happen,
meats of
then your
metal.
whole dark future would be erased from every happening. Of course, if you just went back a few days,
what does it say
future
here?
would be erased.
Oh.
Then your whole dark future would be erased from every happening.
Your,
Your whole
dark future be erased from every happening?
Then your
Yes.
whole dark future would be erased from every happening.
It's like, that's what I meant by weird
You can only
grammar.
guess that he has some sort of mysterious connection to the man, because if there were anything else out there like him, well, you'd probably be dead right now. So, what do we do? You ask? I mean, I know you said this place isn't going anywhere, but where are we supposed to go next? We have no choice, the doctor says simply. You're going to travel through time. Oh goody. Now you've got an idea. What would be better than traveling back in time to the day before you met this other guy whose name you don't even remember? If that were to happen, then your whole dark future would be erased from every happening.
I like that.
I wanted to take. I took too much of that.
The happening.
The name
What
sounds
word?
like it's a parody. Or maybe he isn't even immortal, or at least he could be just another guy on your street who was always trying to prove himself and get ahead by doing things his own way. You can only guess that he has some sort of mysterious connection to the man, because if there were anything else out there like him, well, you'd probably be dead right now. So, what do we do? You ask? I mean, I know you said this place isn't going anywhere, but where are we supposed to go next? We have no choice, the doctor says simply. You're going to travel through time. Oh goody. Now you've got an idea. What would be better than traveling back in time to the day before you met this other guy whose name you don't even remember? This other guy who's to the day.
Let's like at this section, like at
You want
38
to
seconds.
have more of a space?
Yeah.
Dia. What would be better than traveling back in time? Dia. What would be better than traveling back in time to the day?
So you want there to be like a space between time and 2? You could just open up the old audio file again and do it all over again.
Well, I think I undid everything already, so.
Of course, if you just went back a few days. This other guy whose name you don't. The name sounds like it's a.
Going back to the beginning. See? 38's around here. Okay.
The doctor says simply. You're going to travel through time. Oh goody. Now you've got an idea. What would be better than traveling back in time to the day before?
It still is.
Yeah, that's how it is. I guess it's how it was that.
No, it wasn't. Watch, if I go back in here and say edit. Now it's got all these gaps in it again. Wait, is that the same one?
You speak the name of the man and you are immediately transported back in time, to when he was still an apprentice at his father's medical practice.
No, that's not the right one. That's not the right one.
Wow.
Why is that in here?
I don't know, and I kind of like it though. Let's use it somewhere. Wow. Stretch it out. Stretch it out to like fit the whole thing. creepy. So deep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like resample it, like or do the stretch.
Yeah, I know there's how to set it to just like set it to auto or whatever.
Wah.
Yeah, I think it depends on, I don't know how auto actually decides. I think it depends on how far it's stretched, but it seemed to do a pretty good job though, with like stretching things out. What if we say make unique? I have a short one. I guess it's not stretched, I don't think.
Well, they're both stretched, it sounds like.
The Solid Snake just resubscribed for 6 months.
Thank you, the
Wait a
Solid
minute.
Snake.
I thought you just resubscribed last stream.
Oh, thank you for resubscribing again.
Anyway, thank you for the resub anyway, Solid Snake. I'm just looking at my... Yeah, 2 days ago, the Solid Snake resubscribed tier 1 for 6 months. And now, again...
Oh, now it's tier 2.
Oh, tier 2. Wow. Didn't realize that's why I did it. Thank you, Solid Snake, for the tier 2 sub. That means you get the FL Studio fruit emote. This one.
Wow.
You get that emote now.
I don't even have that emote.
Take this one and say they can't edit right from this. I have to like then we can fix the pitch. Center it. Then we can figure out what notes these are at and make this match it. F sharp. I think that B would sound good. But I think it also needs to change partway through.
Maybe like shift it up to like a C or something, or a C sharp, or an A.
Wait a minute, is that the same?
Yeah, Serum Atmos.
Oh, I wasn't at the beginning. Okay. Wait, why is it A now?
Then it goes up to B.
Oh, okay.
So maybe, yeah, have it start at A, then go up to B.
Like at 6 it needs to switch. So there. And I think I can slice it. Razor tool. I can just slice it. Spread it to 6. Those, then make these go up to. Doesn't go for very long though. Like.
Seems like it. Hold on. Go to the Serum Atmos and see where it goes. Like where it is in this one. It goes
A. Then it goes to this higher A, but this lower one will still sound good. And then on 6 is where it switches to B.
okay, and it's for a short time.
Yeah, so that's why on this, right at 6, I made it go.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how that sounds. Probably really short because it doesn't last for the whole time. See, maybe it has to stretch to the very end.
Mm-hmm. I have a hard time working in Newton. This, how long this one is? It does only go that far, doesn't it?
Yeah, it needs to be stretched all the way to the 9.
I think it's super low now. Actually, no, because it's... Alright, I need to make this. I don't want to call it.
Wait, it's low though. So aren't you supposed to do the resample like in auto?
On auto.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's already on. Okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Where a banana?
How you doing, Techo?
Techo official. I will show you where the banana is, and it is right here. I have the banana. Where banana? Here banana. Right here. Here banana.
Very nice. Okay. Starts on A. still looks super, like, it looks a lot shorter even though I made it that long. 6, it should still go 7, 8, 9. See, it should go all the way to here, but it isn't.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, that goes all the way to there. That's the exact same one. Hey, what's up, Briley?
Merry Christmas, Briley.
Merry Christmas to you too. We're actually right about at our ending time, so we're probably gonna end pretty soon. It's been an interesting stream. We are giving away 1 gift sub. Solid Snake was generous and defeated the Major Pecan height boss. So we will be giving away. No, actually, aren't we giving away 2? Because didn't.
I think we just gave away 1. Unless there's 2 hype bosses were defeated.
It was. Because wasn't it you at the beginning?
No, it was Major Pecan.
It was Major Pecan.
Because that was last stream was me.
Oh.
In the beginning. Then I was defeated.
If you would like a chance to win, use !ticket.
Unless you skipped a gift sub last stream. The gift sub giveaway.
No, I did one last stream.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and
how many tickets you can get 1. But no, I think.
Oh yeah, and then there are a bunch of redemptions for the slot machine as well. So should we do that as well?
Oh,
Justin
yeah, that's true.
Malarica came in and did a whole bunch, and same with someone else as well.
Yeah, because if that loads in, it should go all the way to 9, but it doesn't. That's so weird. What if I just stretch it all out to 9? Just do it manually. Select them all, put them all on A. Actually, this A. Cut it right at 6. And then take these dudes. Should be good. Put that in.
Sounds good.
BRILEY2K just gifted 5 subs.
Briley just
whoa!
Gifted 5. That's amazing. Thank you, Briley.
He gifted 5 subs to like who's in the chat.
It doesn't have to be who's in the chat. It's anybody who's been in here.
Oh.
So let's see.
I'm
Hold
just
on.
wondering who he gave it to.
Let's see. Who did it? Shrivelbot. I have Shrivelbot set to not receive gift subs. Oh well. Shrivelbot got one, I guess. That's alright. Astronomicon. Z0. Who's. I don't even know who that is. Z000000000.
Zoom.
It's like Zoom. PayPal don't like my Twitch for some reason. Took a while. Big banana. So wait. That wasn't 5 though. It said you gave 5. Dribblebot, Astromicon, Zoom, whoever that is. Oh, JX1X. Oh, and there it is. And pineapples are delicious. Awesome.
Sweet. Thank you. I'm like trying to like.
And we
How
get
do you
some
do your
disco
own
lights
gift
and
sub?
some delicious.
Like, can you do a gift sub on your phone, or is it like?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I think it actually costs more when it's on your phone, though.
It does cost a little bit because you're using like it's like it counts as an in-app purchase, and some of the and then so Google or iTunes whatever wants a cut, so it's like $1 more to sub on your
Yeah.
phone. But you could just go to like just not use the app and just go to the web, the browser version of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to give a virtual Christmas gift. Oh, have a good night. I'm super tired. All right, Briley. I saw you were streaming earlier.
Thank you.
But thank you
for that
again
gift sub.
for the gift sub. You are the gift leader now with your 5 gift subs. That was super nice of you. I appreciate it. And I think Solid Snake is still the hype boss, even though his health is severely reduced now. Alright, have a good night, Briley, and we'll see you in again.
Which? Okay, I'll just shovel skin. All right. Get the sub.
You're gifting one too, Jimmy?
Yeah, I kind of I was thinking about it.
Because I think we're doing 2 for the giveaway, because I can't remember.
Yeah, but I don't know if the person I want to gift it to. Wait. Hopefully. All right. Whatever.
It's not working.
Oh, it's like.
Oh, there it is.
Wait,
Jwild
I
gifted
shared it to
Patifa
5
Littleman a
others in the
subscription.
chat?
Jwild gifted a tier 1 sub to Patifa Littleman. They have given
Patifa
2 gift subs in the channel.
No, your gift, it shared rewards to 5 others. Like, you know how when people sub
Oh,
sometimes
okay. I was like,
sends
wait a
out
minute.
rewards.
Yeah. I just sent one to Pitiful Little Man.
So like that kind of a thing. So like when Briley did his 5, it gifted out like this little crown thing to some people. That mean you gifted 5 subs. So
Okay.
I got one from yours too. See?
Thanks for. Oh, okay. Awesome. And I just unlocked something myself. There it is. Chat. I got that.
You got a little weird glitch,
Yeah, a little
glitch twitch.
Glitch Twitch heart thingy.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Hopefully that's the right Pitiful Little Man.
I don't know what else it would be. Oh, is that not? That's the wrong thing.
It says they're subscribed for 2 months in a row. So was he already subscribed?
I don't know.
Oh well.
Let's do the giveaways. Call it closed. And it looks like there's 3 tickets. Techo, Solid Snake, which... Wait, Solid Snake got a ticket, but he's already a sub. And we're doing 2, so I guess it's going to Techo and Scars, because those are the only 2 that are in here.
Yeah. 2 that are eligible, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think also maybe the Solid Snake, like, he said that he became a tier 2 subscriber probably after he entered.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
So maybe like
Groovy G, how you doing? We're just doing
hey,
the
Groovy G. Oh no, he can't do a last minute entry into the gift sub giveaway.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember now. I don't remember from the very beginning. I thought somebody was like pretty low, and then someone came in and did something. And then Solid
We
Snake came
are
in with a
doing
donation.
good.
I'm
And
pretty
Merry
sure.
Christmas, Groovy.
I mean, I guess if we do 2, I can say draw winner. Okay, Scars is one, and the other one is the Solid Snake, who is already subscribed again, so that one just doesn't count. And we draw another one, and it's gonna be Techo. So
Scars and Techo get a giveaway. Get a gift sub. We've been giving away a lot of gift subs today, which is fitting for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Let me just get into the
probably. Okay.
Majorpican cheered 1 bits, where banana.
Where banana indeed.
Well, I have another banana if you want me to get one. I have a whole I have 3 bananas technically.
You're like, I have a whole bunch. Well, actually, it's just 3, but
there. I can have another.
Alright, so Scars. There's 2 Scars official? Wait a minute.
So there's like 2 I ams, not what I am.
Yeah, but one has an underscore, one doesn't. These are exactly the same. Except this one's lowercase. One's lowercase and one's capital. Hopefully I get the right one.
This one's all lowercase.
That's what it is.
Scars
Yeah,
official.
that's what I'm hoping. Okay, there's Scars.
Shrivelskin
Congratulations,
gifted
Scars.
Scars Official a subscription. Shrivelskin gifted a tier 1 sub to Scars Official.
There we go. We had 2 hype boss defeats today. I believe. I think so. But it's Christmas, so why not?
Shrivelskin gifted Tech Official a subscription. Shrivelskin gifted a tier 1 sub to Tech Official.
There you go, you guys. Enjoy them. Enjoy the emotes.
And shulker boxes are very useful too.
Mm-hmm.
Fight the dragon and the wither at the same time. Oh my goodness. That would be intense.
Oh, it looks like playing Scribble something. Let's go raid
Yeah.
Sanko Jam like usual, like we normally do.
He's usually the one who's doing streaming this late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And we might as well go and wish him a Merry Christmas.
Alright.
Yeah, just have me fight the Wither and the Ender Dragon. Everybody else is on the project building stuff.
Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.
Alright, see
and Merry
you
Christmas,
next time.
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.